Hello, my loves. I just finished watching episode 6 of the first season of Better Call Saul, and I'm about to watch episode 7. I'm watching 2 today because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to record next week, so I'm recording next week's video today. So you guys won't get this until next week, but I'm excited to get to watch 2 in a row, especially because the last episode was my favorite so far, so I'm just really excited to keep the momentum going. I have no idea if this one is going to be another Mike-centered one. I'm not getting my hopes up because I feel like they're probably gonna not do 2 in a row, but we will see. I think he's gonna be more in the show now, hopefully, anyways, so I feel like even if it's not a full-on Mike-centered episode, I can expect more of him, at least, than we got the first, 5 episodes. So, with all that said, let's get into episode 7. Boop!
I do all the talking. That's the only way this works.
What's going on?
Hand it over.
Oh, yeah, see, I knew he would know.
Hey, I've got it right here. Is this it?
Is this it?
I could take you into custody right now, you son of a bitch. Both of you. You're the one who spilled the coffee, you ambulance-chasing piece of shit. Walking across the parking lot, just now, boom, there's a notepad, plain as day, lying on the asphalt, where I can only surmise you accidentally dropped it, Detective Now. Guys, that's all we know.
Totally unbelievable, but prove it!
Wait till I get you back to Philadelphia.
Prove it, you little bitch.
For returning lost property? Wow, that is one bold legislature. Maybe your daughter-in-law. Maybe she's got something to tell me. You gotta figure she wouldn't reach out to us if she had nothing to say. Hopefully whatever you are didn't rub off on the rest of your family.
She already told them about the money, right? She said maybe she just called them and said she had something to tell them and she hasn't told them yet, or...
You can go now.
You ever have jet lag? I guess that's what this is. Maybe it's the altitude. We're a mile up, right?
Changing altitude is really rough on the body when you get older.
Well, Mike, if she's got nothing to say, this pretty well ends it here. So maybe you should talk to her before we do.
I talked. If I were to guess, I'd say she wouldn't tell you much. Either way, that's up to her. That's the least I owe her.
There's a lot of people we both know that think that Fensky got what was coming to him. Hoffman, too. Might be a good thing. New blood.
Like the kid.
Yeah. He's all right. He's just got to learn, that's all. Some rocks you don't turn over.
Hey, I kind of like that guy. Seems like he's a friend to Mike, and you're a friend to Mike, you're a friend to me.
I no longer require your services.
You're kidding, right? What, you think you're gonna defend yourself?
It's in someone else's hands. I appreciate your help. Go home, go to bed. Send me your bill.
Oh, I'm sending you my bill. I'm sending you. Chuck, you there?
Uh-oh.
Chuck? Chuck?
Uh-oh.
Chuck, you up there? Hello? I'm out here.
Oh. You're outside?
112, 113.
Holy shit, what are you doing?
115.
Exposure therapy!
120. Go inside.
Oh, it's a very brave thing to be doing, bud.
What the hell was that?
Exposure therapy!
I've been attempting to build up a tolerance for electromagnetic fields.
Seriously?
Yeah. It's a real thing.
Chuck, I am so proud of you.
Me too!
There's a lot of sensitive information.
You're not planning to leave him here.
Just be for a little while, okay? I'm practically sleeping on these things back at my place. I'll get these out of here as quick as I can. I just need to file the 413s on some of these wills, and I'll be out of your hair.
413s. You mean 513s?
Yeah, sorry. I was just working with these seniors. Maybe the dementia's contagious, huh? See you tomorrow, same time.
He's gonna get curious and look through those. Is it actually Will stuff? I feel like Jimmy would know that he would get curious and look through those. Yeah, he knew. Is he just trying to get him back into wanting to do work, or?
Dream big, I say. Got a decent-sized conference room, not as big as Hamlin's, but it's cozy. Our elderly brethren prefer that, I find.
Yeah, maybe you could embroider some little cushions. Crochet a runner for the table.
Rocking chairs all around?
Yes. Make it look like the front of a Cracker Barrel, huh?
I love Cracker Barrel.
I love it. Great view. Get you a big fancy desk in here?
Cocobolo desk.
A what?
I don't know what it means, but I just like saying the word. Cocobolo.
Okay, well, whatever it is, you deserve it.
Is she gonna come work with him instead? I feel like it would take a lot for her to leave her cushy job, but I'm just wondering if that's where it's eventually gonna happen.
This is way better than the other one.
You think?
Yeah.
He's gonna offer it to her.
Yeah, you know, you're right. It is real nice.
It's a corner office. You gotta go with the corner office.
I was saving it for someone.
Who?
Well, my partner.
Your partner? Who's...
You!
Who would that be?
Well, you said you were interested in elder law.
Thank you. Really. But, you know, I've got a lot invested at HHM. I'm closer than ever to partner, like maybe 2 years, and I'm in.
Yeah, I know. It's just a thought.
Plus, you know, they put me through law school. I feel like I owe them. Actually, I do owe them. Literally, you know, but it's a nice start, Jimmy. I know this is the last thing you want to hear. We're not in a great position to win at trial. Frankly, we've worked very hard to stave off an arrest after the misunderstanding about your camping trip.
Camping trip.
Flight risk. We were practically in our own backyard.
You were hiding.
I think we've managed to come up with a deal that is very favorable under the
A
circumstances.
deal. I hate that terminology. A deal is what they got OJ.
Admitting wrongdoing and making the county whole again goes a long way here, hence the minimal sentence.
Making the county whole again.
Give back the money.
But there is no money.
There's no money.
We told you Craig is innocent.
I understand.
How does she expect to ever be able to use that money? She doesn't seem quite smart enough to be able to launder it.
There is no money. You have to take this to trial.
Look, you have a difficult, but nevertheless straightforward choice to make here. On one hand, you give up the money.
I just told you there is no money.
If you go to trial, you'll most likely lose. And Craig goes to prison for decades. Your children will grow up seeing their dad through bars on visiting day.
It is not her freedom on the line, which is why she's being so stupid about it.
Why don't I give you a few moments to discuss this? I know it's a big decision.
We don't need to discuss it. You're fired.
How about we go to my office and discuss this? I'm sure there's a solution.
That won't be necessary. We will no longer be requiring your services.
It's not personal.
You are going to let your wife risk 30 years of your life? What does having that money matter if you can't ever use it? The second you start spending it, this lady is a moron.
All right, what do we have here? Wait for it. B6. Lucky B6. Just like the vitamin. All right, which you should be taking.
Which you should be taking.
Bingo!
Oh, we have a winner. Do you like cats, Miss?
Irene, I love kitties. I have 2 Siamese cats, Oscar and Felix. Felix can wash himself. Oscar won't. He just won't.
What a lovely story. Thank you.
What a lovely story.
Offices of James McGill, Esquire, how may I direct your call?
He's still doing that.
Deja vu, hello again. Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
So how may I be of service?
Well, we would like to hire you as our attorney, Mr. McGill.
Really?
However, we have certain conditions, and these are not up for debate. We want no jail time. 0. Craig is innocent, and we expect you to prove that.
Can we back up just a scooch? Because last time we spoke, you were being represented by HHM.
We've parted ways.
May I ask why?
They treated us like we were guilty.
You are guilty, you psycho.
You know, given your passion and your can-do attitude, we just believe that you're the lawyer for us.
Yes.
Well, since we last spoke, I've changed my area of specialization. So I concentrate on elder law now.
But, I mean, you said that you would fight for us.
You promised to get us a not guilty verdict.
I don't think I exactly promised that.
You said we would be client number 1, morning, noon, or night.
Yeah, and that chance is passed, you moronic baboon.
We've already paid you a retainer.
A retainer?
That is what you called it. That was your specific terminology.
I forgot. He took money, huh?
Hey.
Hey there. I found something that belongs to you. Again.
Yeah? What?
Who?
Christ, the Kettlemans?
You lose any other clients today? Yeah.
I know this is a lot to ask, but you have to convince them to come back to HHM.
I do, huh?
Yes. Please, it's important. I managed to scrape together, from practically nothing, I might add, a deal they should feel lucky to have. This is their absolute best bet. Make them understand it's better for them if they come back.
Tell me about this deal.
Elder law.
I don't know what that is.
Elder. 2, 3.
Maybe if we were older.
Sorry.
Maybe if we were older.
We want you, our lawyer, to exonerate Craig. There will be no deal. There is no money with which to make a deal.
Can we all three just parachute down from cloud cuckoo land? Because we know, without question, there is money. It exists.
What is that?
It just, please, for my own sanity, you can't hide a big bag of cash forever, and you certainly will never be able to spend any of it.
That's what I'm saying, you dumb woman.
If there were any money, there would have to be a full accounting of it. Every penny would have to be present. You understand? We're in this together, Mr. McGill. Come what may. Now, where do we begin?
Yeah, it was really dumb of him to take any of it.
There you go. Kettleman. That's all of it.
Where's Kim?
We moved over to the East Wing.
The East Wing? That's the cornfield. You're gonna punish her just because you lost those 2 batshit Kettlemans? You notice I'm not exactly crowing over how I snaked them away from you.
Jimmy, here are your files. I'm not going to discuss my employee policies with you.
She knew this was gonna happen if she lost them. It's probably so heavy.
That prick firing you?
Best case scenario is my 2-year plan just became a 10-year plan.
That schmuck. You didn't do anything wrong.
I lost the client.
Not your fault.
You had to take their case.
I'm sorry, okay? I tried. I really did.
I'm not being fair. Of course you tried. That deal was their best chance. Kettleman did a terrible job covering his tracks. For starters, they've got reams of checks he wrote for false expenses. And I can't even challenge their admission into evidence because he wrote them to himself.
Yeah, but there has to be something, some loophole or...
None that I could find.
There has to be a way.
Not without the money. It's the only chip those Kettlemans have, and they refuse to play it.
I hope that becomes a regular thing as long as she's working there. Them like meeting there and talking and smoking. I love them. So we're in a pickle now, huh? Because he has to prove them innocent or else they will be required to turn the money back in and it'll be found out that he took some. What was that? What are we doing? What's he waiting for? The kids to go to bed, maybe? Oh. What do you spray it with, though? Oh, they think the kids were playing with it. Poor kids. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Is that just their way of returning the money? He's spent part of it, though, right? So we can't just return all of it. That was only 10,000, I think, right? It was just one bundle. What are they up to? Getting their prints? Oh no, we're using it to track down where the money is? It's very effective.
Gets bigger every time I look at it. Thanks for not heading to the Bahamas with this.
Did Jimmy ask for that favor in return for his lawyering services?
Am I correct in assuming we're now square?
Square.
Where? Yeah, but he did spend some of it, right?
Might I suggest that you go check on that money you insist you didn't take? In the upstairs bathroom, under the sink?
Wait, how could you?
You have Mike anonymously turn it in.
What did you do with it?
By it, you mean...
Where is it?
Where's what?
Let me see. It's on its way to the DA's desk, right about now.
What? You thief.
Takes one to know one, doesn't it?
You took it?
Now, here's what we're gonna do.
Oh, you don't tell us what to do. You stole from us.
Stole what? You never had any money, you dumb.
I can see how upset you are, and even on a good day, you and Logic are... You're criminals, big time.
How dare you?
Luckily, you have a very talented lawyer.
Oh, you're fired.
Oh, I quit already. No, I'm talking about Kim Wexler now. You're gonna go back to her, you're gonna fall on her mercy and take that deal.
We'll tell about the bribe you took.
You could do that, and I'd be in a mess of trouble. A real pickle.
I said we're in a
And
pickle.
So would you, Mrs. Kettleman. Because right now, only Mr. Kettleman is on the hook for the whole embezzlement kerfluffle. But the bribe, we're back to calling it a bribe? Yeah, that implicates you as well.
It was all me.
Why are you protecting her? She's awful and doesn't give a rat's ass about you, sir.
They could work out some kind of inter-prison visitation program. The occasional conjugal. Maybe it won't be all bad. You'll probably wind up running your own gang. I got nothing to lose. Christ, you should see my office.
Oh, he did this for Kim.
Let's find another lawyer.
Betsy.
No. We don't have to put up with this. I will not be treated this way.
Betsy, we have to do this for the kids.
She clearly doesn't give a rat's ass about the kids either. Those poor children having these two as parents. Oh, I love that this is their little spot. Oh. Oh, he clearly cares about her. I love that. And I love her too, like after he accepted them as clients, instead of her being like mad at him, you know, she was like, no, I know you tried. Like she wasn't angry about it, you know? Just, I like their relationship. Oh, you were so close. Let this be something good. He needs something good.
Law offices of James M. McGill, how may I direct your call?
Don't end! Oh. That was another really good one. I not only got more Mike, but I got more Kim and Jimmy. I just love them. I love that they really seem to care about each other. And at the end there, you see how hard it was for him to do that, but he did it for Kim. I mean, it may have also been partly that he knew there was no way, like Kim said, there was no way to win the case. And so I guess you could argue that he did it, you know, he didn't have a choice. But I do think it was also at least partly that he at least wanted to do something good for Kim if he couldn't get them out of it. You know what I mean? Like if it was a lose-lose for him, he at least wanted to set Kim up in a good way and do something good for her. So I really appreciate that. And again, I just love that there's not like contention between them, you know, even when he won the clients, she wasn't like angry at him for it. I don't know, that just, I really liked that. I really enjoy their relationship quite a bit, and I don't know if she's going to be working at HHM for the whole show, but for as long as she is, I hope that little parking garage thing remains a thing, because I really love it. I loved it in the first episode, and it was really fun to see a mirroring of that scene done in this one as well. You know, that he walks out to the garage, he takes her cigarette. I just love that that's like their thing. So it was also really fun seeing Mike do his thing. That was very, very smooth. Mike is such a badass. I love him as a character, as you know. Those Kettlemans, as Jimmy said, what did he say? He was like, you and Logic are, I can't whistle, but you know, he did the thing. That was hilarious. And they really just, they just had no common sense. That final scene though, that final scene was really crushing. Just seeing how absolutely defeated he was and feeling that pain of being so close and then having to give it up. And just his face. What's the guy's name that plays him? Bob Odenkirk or something like that. He did so well in that scene. I really liked the way they shot it too, like how he kicked the door shut and then you just hear it for a second, and then when it cuts to him, he's, you know, giving up and falling on the floor. I really liked how they did that. The cinematography and production and directing and everything in this show is fantastic so far. It's funny because moving forward, like I really want there to be more Kim. Like part of me wants Kim to work with Jimmy because I love her and I love them, but I also am nervous for that being a possibility because I don't want Kim's future and career and everything to be affected by or wrapped up in where I'm sure this is all going for Jimmy, you know, because we know Jimmy's going to turn into Saul. We know he's not going to play by the rules and be a very clean lawyer, you know? I just don't know, given what happens in Breaking Bad. I don't know how dangerous things are going to get, how messy things are going to get. And I love Kim, so I don't really want her to be involved in all of that, but I do want her to be a big part of the show, and I just love her and Jimmy together. As of now, I can't really see her being a criminal lawyer, as Jimmy definitely can be. But yeah, I'm just very excited on one hand, but scared on the other hand to find out what their future looks like, how involved she's gonna get, how messy it's gonna get for her, all of that. But I love her as a character. So yeah, this was just another really good one. I've loved these last 2 episodes. I think my favorite part of this show so far is one, Mike, because I just love Mike. So as I've said multiple times, the more I can get of him, the better. But I also, my second favorite part is the dynamic between Jimmy and Kim and them together. So I got both in this episode. I got tons of Mike in the last one. These last 2 episodes have just been so good. And I'm just very excited to see where it's all leading. So meet me in the comments. Let's discuss. If you're watching this on YouTube, I would be so grateful if you could like, comment, and subscribe and hit that notification bell. All of that is a huge help for the channel and it would mean the world to me. If you'd like to check out my full-length reactions, those are over on Patreon. The link will be in the description box below. And thank you all for being here. It truly is an honor that you spend your time with me. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later.